Yeah, so this one is really ripe. We are harvesting fruits, but today these are just for our own consumption. Like I told you last time, we have come to the end of the season, but we still have a few plants that have fruits.
How do you know they are ready for harvesting?
How you know they are ready for harvesting? Like the ones that are ready are very easy to remove. If you struggle, it means they are not ready. And then like this one, you're hardly seeing any green. The one that still has some green is actually not ready for harvesting. Yeah.
How old are these the trees?
These trees are like 7 years. We planted them 2018. It's now 2025 at the time of making this video.
Oh.
Yeah.
How many times do you harvest in
Sometimes in a good season we can do twice. So the main season we start from June to September, but sometimes we have a short season where we have some fruits that mature in December to March. So if the rains are stable, we are able to harvest twice. Yeah.
And how many fruits you harvest?
It varies. Yeah, like I can see now this one is already being attacked by birds. I think they want to eat. But I would also want us to mix the different flavors as we harvest so that we are able to get some nice tasting juice.
So I've noted that you have like different types of these citrus trees.
Yeah.
So can you tell me the difference?
Okay, this one is I don't know what it's called in proper English, but among citrus farmers, it's called maniola. And if you look at it well, it looks like it has a bud here. And it generally gives a bigger fruit than the pixie. So among the citrus farmers, they call it maniola. And then the shape is like this. It's not so spherical like the pixie. And maybe we'll harvest a few pixies and Washingtons, and then you can see the difference. Yeah. So I don't want to pick so much. We can come again and pick more from this tree. I think these are enough from that tree. Yeah. This one is the sweet kind. Yeah, let me give you this one.
So we have
this is pixie. You see, it's more round. If you look at it well, it's more round than the one we were picking before. Yeah.
Oh, and it also has a unique scent.
It has a unique scent. It's more round, and it's very, very sweet. In fact, if you eat of this thing, it's addictive. I don't know whether it's the same thing as what they call, I don't know, is it the California or the navel orange? I don't know. If you look carefully, they don't become very orange. Even when ripe, they're more of yellow-green. But the pixie gets very, very orange. This is more yellow-green, but it's actually ripe. They can get a little more ripe, but they never get that orange color like the ones we were harvesting before. So these are more like the regular oranges, yeah, in the market. Yeah. And they're usually bigger. The pixie is very small. Yeah.
Pixie is small, round,
small, round, and extremely sweet, addictively sweet. Let's see if we can get a few more pixies ahead. So these are the pixies, the ones that are extremely sweet. So, yeah. So now sometimes as the season comes to an end, you get small ones. And these are the ones I was telling you we can get 2 seasons in a year. Because like now, if you look carefully, you can see these fruits. These ones will be ready between December and March. so we can now be able to get another harvest. But now these are the last one of this season, and we get what we can. One here, one there. Sometimes you get a big one. I've seen one on this side. Let me come and get it. See, this one is so big. Gosh, it looks like an orange or a maniola in terms of size. But once you know the trees, they're different. This is a pixie. Yeah. I want to also get some here. We can now get a few more pixies from here.
So does the tree remain green like all year round, or do we have seasons when the leaves turn?
Oh, this one is. Sometimes it sheds. These ones are not good, that's why I'm removing them. Sometimes when it's extremely dry, it sheds the leaves to protect the fruits. And sometimes, like now, it rained last week. But sometimes when there's been no rain, you find these leaves are curling to reduce the water loss, so that it's preserving the fruits. Sorry, it's preserving the water for the fruits.
So the curling of leaves is like an adaptation.
Yeah, it's an adaptation for harsh or dry environment. But it's temporary, because normally they curl during the day, they open in the evening and in the night. In the morning when you wake up, they are open,
Yes.
but they also curl
Yes.
as the sun rises, maybe around 10, 11. Yeah. So it's a plant well adapted for dry conditions. Yeah.
And because I realize it's green, yet the area is very dry, but
Yeah.
the fruits are evergreen.
They're evergreen. But there comes a time, if it's extremely dry, they'll shed some leaves, but leave the fruits. Yeah. Try to get one that's really orange. Yeah. Let me see. I think there are some on that side. This side of the tree. Yeah, that one. You can put them here. So as we go on, please kindly like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel so that I'll be able to bring you more of such content. Leave a comment down below on what you'd like to hear or see on the farm. So most of the fruits have finished their fruiting season for this cycle, and they're just getting ready. We are hoping that as soon as the rains come, they'll be able to flower and give us another season of fruits. There are already some that are flowering, and maybe we'll just be able to see them in a moment. So like this fruit tree already has some new flowers. Now let me get you good flowers. It also has these flowers that are now beginning to form into fruits, but they really need the rain for them to develop to maturity. So like this particular one is ready to give us another cycle. There's still a few trees that have fruits, but we'll try to remove them as soon as possible, because right now the trees really want to flower. This particular fruit tree is now in its full bloom, and it's amazing how we have these flowers forming like this. Sometimes you can wake up one morning and the whole farm is like with flowers. It looks like it's sprinkled with snow or something. So this one is in full bloom now. So let's see how it progresses. So we are really hoping that the rain comes on schedule, because when the rain doesn't come on schedule, the flowers will fall off. They'll not develop into mature fruits. So these flowers coming now, we expect them to be giving us fruits maybe by around March. So if we had enough water, we'd almost have fruits all year round. I don't know that this is a migratory season for birds, but they are flying all over. There's so many. I don't know. Let me try to zoom. I don't know that I'll catch them. So now I'm back at the dam. As you can see, the dam is still empty. We are hoping that we get good rains in the next few weeks to fill up this so that it can help us in the coming months. Normally in this part, December to February are very dry months. So we hope that this dam will fill up and we'll be able to get some very good water storage for the fruits and the other plants. So the last time we were here, the ground was quite bushy, if you remember, but we have since slashed and most of the weeds will just be able to die on their own. So we want to minimize tilling as much as possible. But if we need to, then we will till. But the way the ground is, we can just plant in another short crop like beans without disturbing the soil too much. Especially in this marginal ecosystem where we have very fragile soils and minimal water. Sometimes the best thing is to minimize tillage in the hope of doing conservation agriculture. As you can see here, the ground is almost all clear, just waiting for the next crop. At this point, you can see these trees still have a lot of fruits, and I'm saying we'll allow them to go to maturity. Hopefully we can have something to sell off season. If there'll be enough. If they're not enough, then we'll just eat them and maybe share with friends. I'm now sheltering under this acacia. At least it gives me some shade. It's really hot. We really hope the rains can come soon because the land has been without rain for months and it's really thirsty even for a drop of rain. I really hope that happens soon. Also, we have many flowers and we have many young fruits. Really, if the rain doesn't come, this will abort. And I really hope not, because we really need the rains to sustain the flowers and the young fruits. So the last time we were here, we were actually harvesting maize from this part. We have since finished harvesting the maize, and now we are preparing the land for planting. We are hopeful that we'll receive adequate rain. We've already had a drizzle in the last 2 days, and this is what we are doing. If you look closely, you will actually see that we have this line of maize. So this is where we cut the maize stalks, and we did not dig the land completely. This is a form of conservation agriculture so that you are not over disturbing the land. If you look carefully, you can see the maize stalks. they're still here. We'll allow them to rot, and then when the time comes, we will just weed. As we weed, we will remove the dead stalks. This time we are expecting a shorter rain period, maybe 3 months of rain. So we'll not plant maize because sometimes you need as many as 5 months of rain, but we will be planting beans. We have already started this process, so I'm showing you where we'll be planting in the next few minutes. So maybe if you know something about conservation agriculture, you can tell us about it. So I'm on the land. As you can see now, the fruits are clear. Yeah, so as I was saying, now the trees, as you can see, the trees here are pruned. We are waiting for the rains. We hope they'll have a new leash of life. As you can see, the clouds are gathering. We are hoping it will rain maybe today. If it doesn't rain, maybe in the next few days we'll be receiving rain. The garlic that was here is now coming to the end of its life. If you look clearly, you can see the leaves are drying. This is the garlic. The leaves are already drying. I'm actually hoping we'll get some good harvest because I don't think the bulbs will grow any bigger. I think the time has come for us to begin to plan to harvest the garlic. And you can see the leaves of the garlic are no longer green. Let me zoom so that you can see it clearly. So this is the garlic. Most of it is already dry. I'm hoping the bulbs formed well, so that maybe in the next few weeks we can now harvest what we can. Many of the pixies in this area have died, such as this one. I think now what I'll be doing in the next few weeks is to replace them. Please keep watching because I'll be taking you through A to Z of the growing of pixies or citrus. Of the citrus varieties that we have on the farm, the pixie is the most popular and it's the sweetest of them all. So I'll be replacing these dead plants with fresh and new pixies. While the citrus in this area are dying, the dragon fruits in this area seem to be flourishing. Let me move nearer, you see one of them. So that is my water storage system. I'm hoping it can last until the rains come, although I'm hopeful that we'll get rains pretty soon. So this is one of the dragon fruits. You can see it at close range. Looks beautiful from afar, but it has these thorns that are so painful. I hope you can see them. Those thorns, if they poke you, you will really feel it. So even when we are harvesting, you have to be really careful or use some tough gloves. I'm hopeful that in this rainy season, the dragon fruits will flower and we'll be able to have some flowers and fruits. So it's been a long day. I'm glad at least the day is coming to an end. It was fruitful. I managed to get some fruits for my family and friends. Yeah, and I'll be coming back shortly. I hope by then I'll be replanting these fruits that died so that we can have a bumper harvest next year or next season. Thank you for watching to the end. Kindly come back, watch another video. Also watch more videos on the farm. I really liked hanging out with you. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and see you in the next video.